Hello and welcome back. This is the Pandero, or if you're Spanish, tambourine. Don't ask why it's called the tambourine. Possibly something to do with the fact that it's Octavia's signature pistol. And yet again, I'm late to the game on this one. Well, hey. Anyway, this pistol, for me, is what Vasto Prime should have been. It's a lot better than Vasto Prime, but it will not replace some of the more popular quote-unquote meta secondaries: Lex Prime, Spira Prime, Sonicor, Staticor, and now that River mods are actually in the game, you can possibly get other weapons to compete, if not completely outclass Pandero. However, that being said, it is a really solid little weapon. It's got a primary fire which just, well, it shoots pop, 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 bang, 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 pew, 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 as my wife likes to say. Or you press the alt fire and it goes pew, 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 really, really quick. It basically, whatever rounds you have left in your 8-round magazine, it spits out really quick. And this is actually really handy. Bit annoying, and I'll recommend that when you start to do this, aim for their nuts, because the recoil will shoot up when that happens. And yeah, if you're already aiming at the head, you're probably going to get one round in the head and the rest is going to go sky high. So aim for the nuts and just drag it straight up the body and let them know that you're not exactly best pleased with their current lifestyle. It is actually quite handy, particularly for the higher priority targets. Oh no, a heavy gunner, done. Oh no, a bombard, done. You know, it's actually really, really handy. Now, it's got a great critical chance, it's got an okay status chance, so doing a hybrid build is entirely possible. And guess what I've done? Shh, don't tell anyone. I've done a hybrid build yet again. However, the downside to this weapon is the actual damage stats aren't too high, which is its failing, which is why it will not compete with things like Spirit Prime, Lex Prime, Sonicor, Staticor, etc, 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 blah de blah de blah. However, it will carry you through sortie. It can and is capable of doing sortie. The build I'm using, like I said, concentrates on a status build, so it's not as damaging as a lot of the other builds I've seen out there. I've seen some people getting into the thousands with corrosive and heat, but they lack the status chance that I have. So if you're wanting to go for perhaps a more sustainable status build, then go with mine. If you want to go for more crit and smash out the big numbers, then there are a lot of other options for you. Try and test both builds if you can. I think mine's a few less formal than some of the others, so perhaps go for my build while you're building up to it, and then it's up to you how you want to play. No build is better than the other, I would really say, unless your build is completely unmodded. But you know, there's a lot of different options out there. This is just one. But overall, this weapon is actually pretty darn good. Like I keep saying, it just won't actually compete with some of the high-end weapons. Now, it is pretty darn accurate until you press the alt fire, because like I said, it does shoot up. But it really, really does actually pack a bit of a punch. So if you are interested in this weapon, which I really do recommend, you can get it from the market. Buy the blueprint. It's quite cheap to actually make. It's pretty standard to go with, and it does work really, really well. Especially since it's actually not too mastery intensive either. It's a mastery rank 7 weapon, so if you try hard and push for it, you can do it, Timmy, you can do it. You could probably reach about mastery rank 7 in literally a week, 1 rank per day. Send your little piggy off to the market and you can come back with a Pandero. So it is actually quite worth it, because it's a weapon that you can get quite early and it will carry you through to the later stages of the game. I don't want to say late game because everyone's got a different opinion of what late game actually is. For me, I'm not happy unless I'm doing like 20k on Heracon or something stupid. But you know, that's just me. Everyone's different. Some people are happy with sortie. If you're one of those that are happy with sortie and it comes up with pistol only, this will do the job. However, if you try and take it past the sortie levels, I mean, this is a level 100 corrupted heavy gunner. It does do the job, as you're about to see. I'm using the alt fire just to try and speed it up. The damage increase from not using the alt fire, well, there isn't one. It's the exact same stats apart from the fire rate. Anyway, the build I'm using: Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Pistol Pestilence, Jolt, Prime Target Cracker, Prime Pistol Gambit, Lethal Torrent, and Stunning Speed. You can swap out Stunning Speed for something else if you want. I find it quite handy for the reload speed. It's got a fast reload speed anyway, but I just like whacking out more bullets more quickly. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra!